Bro, success is not Amazon Prime. It doesn't deliver in one day. Success is slow-cooked. It burns. It tests. It breaks your ego before it builds your empire. You see that old man in the thumbnail? That face? That's not luck. That's years of pain. Years of rejection. Years of waking up when nobody was clapping. And today, I'm gonna tell you something nobody tells you. If you stay till the end, you won't just feel motivated, you'll feel exposed. Let's start. Part 1. You are addicted to fast results. Let me tell you something straight. You're not lazy. You're impatient. Big difference. See, laziness means you don't want to work. Impatience means you want results before the work. And most people today, they don't hate hard work. They just hate waiting. Social media ruined your patience. You scroll, dopamine. You refresh, dopamine. You post, wait for likes, dopamine. Your brain is trained for instant reward. But success? Success works on delayed payment. You put in effort today, results come months later, sometimes years later. And that gap, that silence, that's where most people quit. Let's break it down. You go to the gym, day 1. You're hyped. You take a mirror selfie. You post it. New journey begins. Day 7, body looks same. Day 15, still same. Day 30, still no six-pack. And suddenly your brain whispers, maybe this doesn't work. But here's the truth nobody tells you. The body is changing. But it's changing invisibly first. Fat is shrinking slowly. Muscles are repairing slowly. Metabolism is adjusting slowly. But because you can't see it, you assume it's not happening. Same thing with money. Same thing with business. Same thing with YouTube. You upload 10 videos, 200 views each. You feel embarrassed. But what you don't see? You're learning editing. You're improving delivery. You're building confidence. You're understanding audience psychology and visible growth. And invisible growth is the most dangerous stage because it requires faith. Let me give you a street example. There are 2 types of people. Person A plants a seed, waters it for 10 days, sees nothing, leaves. Person B plants a seed, waters it for 6 months, nothing, still waters. One day, boom, tree breaks through the ground. The difference wasn't talent, the difference was patience. Now listen carefully. The world shows you highlights. Instagram shows the Lamborghini. It doesn't show the 8 years of sleeping in a small apartment. YouTube shows the 1 million subscribers. It doesn't show the 3 years of 50 views. Entrepreneurs show success parties. They don't show anxiety attacks at 3 a.m. So when you compare your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 10, you feel behind, but you're not behind. You just started. And starting is messy. You will suck in the beginning. Your first video's cringe. Your first business idea weak. Your first attempt's embarrassing. And that's normal. The problem is, you expect perfection in phase 1. Let me hit you with something real. Success is boring in the beginning. There's no applause, no spotlight, no validation, just routine. Wake up, work, improve, sleep, repeat. No one claps for repetition, but repetition builds champions. And here's the uncomfortable truth. You don't quit because it's hard. You quit because nobody noticed your effort. You want recognition before results, but life doesn't work like that. Life says, show me consistency, then I'll show you rewards. And consistency is ugly. It's doing the same thing when you're tired. It's uploading when views are low. It's training when muscles hurt. It's saving money when friends are spending. That's why success looks rare, because patience is rare. Now let me ask you something real. If I guaranteed you success after 5 years of struggle, would you accept the deal? 5 years, no shortcuts, no applause, no viral moment, just grind. Would you sign that contract? Most people wouldn't. They want success, but only if it's fast. And that's why average life wins. You don't fail because you're incapable. You fail because you stop too early. You dig 10 feet, gold is at 11 feet. You quit at video 20, viral happens at 50. You give up at month 3, breakthrough was at month 6. Success is not dramatic. It's slow, it's silent, it's stubborn. And you have to be more stubborn than the process. That old man in the thumbnail, he didn't win in one day. He lost for years, but he didn't leave. That's the secret. Not talent, not luck, endurance. And here's the line I want you to remember. Quick success builds ego. Slow success builds character. And character, that's what keeps you on top. Part 2. The pain nobody claps for. All right, now that we exposed your impatience in part 1, let's talk about something heavier. The part nobody posts on Instagram. The part nobody makes reels about. The part where success actually starts. Pain. Yeah, bro. Real success begins when things get uncomfortable. See, everybody loves the idea of winning, but nobody loves the process of becoming strong. Because becoming strong is painful. You think that old man in the thumbnail looks powerful just because he worked hard? No, he suffered. He failed. He got embarrassed. He doubted himself. And still, he kept moving. That's the difference. Let me break something inside your head real quick. You are not afraid of hard work. You are afraid of looking stupid while learning. Read that again. You don't mind working hard, but you mind if people laugh at you. You mind if your first video looks cringe. You mind if your first business fails publicly. You mind if your friends say, bro, this won't work. So what do? You delay. You plan forever. You watch motivational videos, but you don't move. Because movement risks embarrassment, and embarrassment hurts the ego. But listen carefully. Your ego is the biggest enemy of your success. Success doesn't care about your pride. It will make you a beginner again, and again, and again. When you start something new, you will look dumb. That's the entry fee. Want to become fit? You'll look weak first. Want to become rich? You'll look broke first. Want to become confident? You'll look awkward first. Everybody wants level 10 respect. Nobody wants level 1 humiliation. And here's the brutal truth. The world rewards results, but it tests you with struggle. Let me tell you something deep. There are 2 types of pain in life. Pain of discipline, pain of regret. Pain of discipline is heavy now. Pain of regret is heavy forever. Choose wisely. When you wake up early to work on your goals, it hurts. When you say no to distractions, it hurts. When you invest money in yourself instead of buying flashy things, it hurts. But regret? Regret hits different. Regret is when you see someone your age winning, and you whisper to yourself, I could have done that. Regret is when you're 40 and still blaming luck. Regret is when your dreams become stories instead of reality. And regret is permanent. Discipline is temporary. Now let's talk about the silent phase. This is the most dangerous stage of your journey, because in the silent phase, nothing happens. No growth you can see, no applause, no big breakthrough, just effort, daily effort. And this is where 90% quit, because humans love visible progress, but life builds foundation underground first. Think about construction. Before a tall building is built, they dig deep. Weeks of digging. Looks like destruction, but actually it's preparation. Same with your life. When everything feels slow, when nobody notices you, when results aren't showing, that's foundation time, and foundation work is invisible. Let's talk real about something else. Loneliness. Success is lonely in the beginning. Your friends won't understand your grind. They'll say, bro, relax. They'll say, why are you working so much? Because they're comfortable. Comfortable people will always try to normalize average, not because they hate you, but because your ambition makes them uncomfortable. So sometimes, you'll walk alone, you'll study alone, you'll build alone, you'll improve alone, and that's okay, because leaders are built in isolation first. Now I'm going to say something that might sting. You don't need more motivation. You need more tolerance for discomfort. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is decision. Motivation says, I feel like working. Discipline says, I'm working anyway. And winners? They don't rely on feelings. They rely on standards. They decide, no matter what, I show up. Even when tired, even when sad, even when nobody is watching, especially when nobody is watching. Because real character is built in private. Let me ask you something powerful. If nobody could see your success, would you still chase it? If there was no social media to show off, would you still grind? If the only reward was self-respect, would you continue? That question separates boys from men, because a lot of people don't want success. They want validation, and validation fades. But self-respect? That stays forever. The old man in that thumbnail, he doesn't look like he needs approval. He looks like a man who survived storms, and storms shape mountains, not comfort. So stop asking, when will results come? Start asking, am I becoming stronger? Because that's the real win. You might not have money yet. You might not have fame yet. You might not have the body yet. But if you are more disciplined than last year, more focused than last month, more confident than yesterday, you are already succeeding. Slowly, silently, powerfully. And here's your reality check. Success is not one big moment. It's thousands of small moments where you didn't quit. That's it. No magic, no shortcut, no secret formula. Just showing up. Again, and again, and again. If this hit you in the chest, type in the comments. I choose discipline over regret. Let's go. Now no more soft talk. Part 1. We killed your impatience. Part 2. We exposed your fear of pain. Now in Part 3, we destroy your excuses. Part 3. Your excuses are killing your future. All right, sit straight for this one. Because this one might hurt your ego. You say you want success, but every time life tests you, you come up with a new excuse. Bro, I don't have money. Bro, I don't have support. Bro, I don't have time. Bro, I'm not lucky. Let me translate that for you. You don't lack resources. You lack responsibility. Yeah, I said it. Because the moment you blame something outside of you, you lose control. And when you lose control, you lose power. Let's break your favorite excuse first. I don't have time. Really? You don't have time, but you have time to scroll for 2 hours. You have time to watch random reels. You have time to argue in comment sections. You have time to complain. Time is not missing. Priority is missing. If something truly matters to you, you make time. You don't wait for it. Now, second excuse. I don't have money. Listen carefully. Money helps, but money is not the starting point. Skills are. Discipline is. Consistency is. There are people building businesses with a phone. There are people learning skills for free online. There are people turning zero into something. So money is not the wall. It's just the excuse that feels comfortable. Because if you blame money, you don't have to blame yourself. Now let's talk about the dangerous one. I'm not lucky. Luck. The favorite hiding place of the average mindset. You see someone winning and you say, bro, he's lucky. You see someone viral and you say, algorithm favored him. You see someone rich and you say, he had connections. Maybe. But did you see the years they put in before the spotlight? No, because struggle is silent. Success is loud. Luck is when preparation meets opportunity. If you're not prepared, even opportunity will pass you. Imagine someone gives you a big chance tomorrow. Are you ready? Do you have the skill, the confidence, the discipline, or will you panic? Most people pray for opportunities they're not prepared for. That's not bad luck. That's lack of preparation. Now let's go deeper. Excuses are comfortable. Responsibility is uncomfortable. Because responsibility means, it's my fault. And that sentence changes everything. The moment you say, my results are my responsibility, you become dangerous, because now you stop waiting. You start building. See, average people wait for motivation. Winners create structure. Average people wait for perfect conditions. Winners move in imperfect conditions. Average people wait for support. Winners support themselves. And here's something brutal. No one is coming to save you. Not your friends. Not your family. Not some magical opportunity. You are your own rescue plan. Let that sink in. You want to change your body? You lift. You want to change your income? You learn. You want to change your mindset? You discipline your thoughts. Nobody can do that for you. And here's the part that most people don't like hearing. You already know what to do. You just don't want to do it consistently. You know you should wake up earlier. You know you should reduce distractions. You know you should focus more. You know you should stop overthinking. But knowing is easy. Doing daily? That's the battlefield. And here's the thing. Your excuses are invisible chains. You don't see them, but they limit your movement. Every time you say, I'll start next week, you tighten the chain. Every time you say, today I'm tired, you tighten the chain. Every time you say, let me think more, you tighten the chain. And one day you wake up, 5 years gone, still planning, still talking, still dreaming, but not building. Let me ask you something real. If your life doesn't change in the next 5 years, whose fault will it be? Government? Friends? Economy? Or yours? Be honest. Because until you accept full responsibility, you'll stay stuck. and listen. Taking responsibility doesn't mean hating yourself. It means empowering yourself. It means saying, if I created this situation, I can recreate my future. That's power. Real power. The old man in the thumbnail. He doesn't look like someone who made excuses. He looks like someone who faced reality. Maybe he failed 20 times. Maybe people laughed at him. Maybe he lost money. But he didn't blame. He adjusted. He learned. He moved. And that's the difference between dreamers and achievers. Dreamers talk about goals. Achievers talk about systems. Dreamers wait for motivation. Achievers build habits. Dreamers complain about difficulty. Achievers grow through difficulty. So today, you have a choice. Keep protecting your excuses, or kill them. Because here's the final truth for this part. Excuses feel safe, but they slowly destroy your future. Responsibility feels heavy, but it builds your freedom. And freedom? That's the real success. If this part exposed you, type in the comments. No more excuses. Part 4, you want success fast. Fast money, fast fame, fast results. But fast success comes with fragile roots. Shortcuts look attractive. No hard work. Overnight success. Secret formula. But let me tell you something real. If you grow too fast without growing strong, life will humble you just as fast. You go viral without skill, and the pressure breaks you. You earn money without discipline, you lose it. You get attention without mindset, you collapse. Slow growth feels boring, but slow growth builds power. Every late night, every failed attempt, every low-view video, every small improvement. That's training, and training makes you dangerous. Storm doesn't destroy strong trees, it destroys weak roots. So stop chasing speed, start building strength. Because success built slowly stays. If you felt that comment, built strong. No shortcuts. All right, now you know the truth. Success is not achieved in a day, it's built in silence, in pain, in discipline, in moments when nobody is watching. If this video hit you, good. It was supposed to. Because here at MindShift Lab, we don't sell motivation. We build mental strength. If you're tired of shortcuts, if you're ready to level up for real, if you want to transform your mindset brick by brick, hit that subscribe button, join the lab. Because here, we don't think average, we don't move average, we don't live average. We shift minds, we build warriors. This is MindShift Lab. And remember, build slow, build strong.